Hello! Happy Wednesday. Hope you are doing very well. This is not actually that comfortable. Let's rearrange here. Alright, so I want to talk about something which is really important, and it's something that will help a lot of you to sound more natural and sound a little bit more, I'd say, fluent in whatever language you're learning. And it has to do with the word that sounds complex, but I promise you it is not. It is a word called a conjunction.
这个呢是汉语里面所有的关联词啊，所有关联词都包括了啊，总共是8种。
真的吗？这是所有的吗？
差不多啊，是8种啊。
wow, okay.
Now, what the heck is a conjunction? Well, conjunction is basically either a word or a set of words that is used to connect different ideas.
Not only but also.
这是不仅和不仅 blah 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 而且的意思。
而且，哎，对，有这个意思。那老王不仅当爹，而且又当妈。
So let's take some examples from English. So in English we have words like although. So for example, although I wanted to buy a t-shirt, I ended up buying some jeans.
Tu peux en fait utiliser car ou parce que les deux quoi. Parce que c'est le même, ouais c'est le même quoi. Car c'est because, parce que c'est because.
So we have lots of these little tiny words that are used to connect sentences or connect different ideas. And often I find that most language learners do not actually have a whole bunch of conjunctions in their mental store or their mental storage space of vocabulary. And what happens is that because you don't have all these different conjunctions in your brain, when you're speaking, you speak in a very repetitive, a very repetitive way. And that really leads you to not sounding all that natural. If you can just increase your conjunction vocabulary in whatever language, that's gonna help you a lot to sound a heck of a lot more natural. It really will, I promise you.
Do you know what occurred to me after you wrote that email?
What?
Do you know what might actually make sense for us to work on? Because remember a couple weeks ago we were like, where do we go? What do we work on? Something occurred to me. I almost wonder if it makes sense for us to work on some of your writing. So that when you have to write an email like that one, you have some of the more polished or more consoling type of language, the type of language you'd want to write that way. Because I think that would make sense. There's a lot of stuff that you could start to use in your writing that would make you sound more maybe sophisticated, more maybe more proper, more. And it's not just masculine, feminine. There's some different vocab. You use Briska in this one, I think somewhere. That makes you sound.
That's because I only wanted to use that
because
of our video script.
Yeah. But that's not. I thought I'd throw it out there as you're writing. It occurred to me. Yeah, for me, I'm a little bit different in the sense that whenever someone's working with me, my perspective is I need to know I need to know everything that's really important to you. Well, not everything, but I need to know what's important for you, because then I'll try and make sure I deliver on those. In a lot of ways, I almost feel like when someone works for me, I feel like I work for them, and not vice versa. Because the reality is, I need you a heck of a lot more than you would need me. Because if you have 7 students, 2 students, whatever it is, and then you leave for whatever reason, right? Because you're not happy or whatever it is. If you're not happy, let's say, it screws me more than it screws you. For you, it's a temporary loss of income. For me, it's a headache of going, oh crap! Now I have 3 parents or 3 students who are like, what do we do? And I'm like, I don't have time in my schedule. You know what I mean? So in a lot of ways, kind of selfishly, I want to know what's important to you, so I can make sure I deliver on it, so that there's a higher likelihood of you sticking around, and that because you're happy.
Okay.
So.